Namaste, sir. Pranam. Namaste, everyone. So our legs are loosely crossed. The eyes are quiet. The breath is coming in. The breath is going out. See if the belly relaxes itself. Notice the shoulders. And then keeping the body in the state of Sukh Asana. See what occupies the mind, the mana. Become conscious of that. Are there thoughts? What kind of thoughts? Go to each of the senses and notice how each of the senses has a feedback. I like, I don't like. Going to the ears, the sense of sound. I like hearing this sound. I don't like hearing that other one. Become aware of that. And so also in the tongue, the taste, the nose, the smell. Like certain, don't like certain. Eyes like seeing some things, don't like seeing some things. Skin likes this touch of maybe some of us in the AC, some of us under a fan. But if I switch it off, I don't like that clammy feeling. The Upanishad says that when the gods worshipped the Udgita, the high chant, the Om, as the sense of smell within the nostrils, the demons came running in and they riddled the sense of smell with evil. That's why when one smells, the mind says, good fragrance, bad fragrance. And then the devas, the gods, went to the sense of hearing and they worship the sense of hearing as the Udgita, Om. If you like, you can say the Om when you go to the senses, like the gods did. And the demons came running there and they pierced or riddled it. They riddled that Udgita, covered it, permeated it with evil. So as a result, when we hear sounds, there is no pure perception. Whilst because we are with the thoughts, the mind is saying this is good, this is bad. Similarly, they did that with the speech, with sight, with touch, taste. And whenever the gods, the devas went there and looked at one particular sense as the high chant, they chose one sense. And they said, this, we'll venerate this, we'll worship this as the Om. And the demons followed them. It's a lovely example. And because they followed them and entered that area, the Upanishad says it was permeated with good and bad. Not good, bad, don't like, guilt, rejection. So we look at the mind and see how many inputs the mind receives and it reacts with good. This is the way it should be. No, it should not be this way. I shouldn't think like this. It's bad to think these thoughts. So quickly I should cover the negative thought by a good thought. This thought is a jealous thought. It's called jealousy. This shouldn't be coming to me. I should think good thoughts. I'm a bad person if I have these kinds of thoughts. See, we all go through this several times through the day. So all the time we are pierced by or riddled by our own judgmental thoughts, which are, according to the Upanishad, the demons. Maybe because of, we do that maybe because of what we've been taught as children. You're punished if you say this bad thing, and you are rewarded if you say this good or do something good. So now I do that to myself. It's become a habit. And my body tightens when that happens. So notice that. I'll be quiet. See the dance that's taking place between good and bad. One more breath. And then we'll make a namaskara. And bring it to the heart. Feeling the beats of the heart. See how the mind empties out. And then let's slowly breathe in for the Oms. Om. 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 Whenever you are ready, drop the arms. Change legs. Again, let's watch the breath as it comes in, as it goes out. And now, once we are sitting, watching the breath, let the mind come to the eyes. So enter the eyes, the sense of sight. Remember, the Upanishads tell us that we are all Amritam. So see if I can connect with this breath, this energy, prana, which is a light of the one within. The Upanishad says, Amritam etad amritam abhayam etad brahma. And it also tells us, Aham brahmasmi. So, I am immortal, fearless. The one within is immortal, fearless. And I am that one. We never die. Amrut. Amruta. No death. We don't change. We are changeless. Because we look at what is visible with the eyes, which is our bodies, the clothes the immortal, Amrita, these are the clothes I wear. And I see the changes in the clothes, and I start believing that I change. And therefore, I am going to end one day. There is going to be death. But once I connect with the one within, prana, which is the light of the Atman, Brahman, I realize I am Amrita. The Upanishad very beautifully says, Atmana esha prano jayate. This prana arises from the Atman, is born from the Atman, the one that I am feeling just now as the body currents, as the breath. Om Atmana esha prano jayate. Om. And then slowly stand. Namaste at the heart, feet together. We're going to be doing 2 liquid namaskaras, traditional. So whenever you're ready, most of us know it. I'll just spotlight Rashmi, just a moment. And then after this exhalation, so you just touch a pose and move, touch a pose and move. When you're ready, begin. From Namaskar Asana, going up, touch, go up, touch, go down. Don't complete any pose or just barely complete and go into the next. Moving like Vayu, moving like the grass, moving like water on an inclined plane. Once you finish your second liquid namaskara, stand, arms dropped, feet apart. And those of us who are standing, or those of us who are still completing, when you complete, gently stand, go into the eyes. Go into the eyes. And now see any images, objects that the eyes like seeing, keeping the eyes shut. I'll just give you a few examples. For example, I like looking at the sky, or I like looking at the sunset in the evenings, or I love looking at this particular flower. Amongst all the flowers, this flower is what I like. Or I get very excited when I see a rainbow. Or interestingly, this particular picture of myself, I look so lovely. I like looking at it. Or I like my room being very neat. Or this kind of movie. I love this kind of movie, or these old movies. At least 2 or 3 images of what my eyes like to see. Once you have that, we'll understand that the eyes like seeing this because of the devas, the gods. This is what my eyes like seeing. And then keeping the eyes shut or slightly open, whatever you like, take the arms out in line with the shoulders for the first Tibetan rite. And spin clockwise 11 times. Freely spin. See how good and bad don't arise now when I'm spinning. And when the 11th one is over, put the hands on your waist and stay. And as we start recovering from that spin, see what fills the mind. Is it quiet? Is it chatting? Have the demons walked in and riddled the sense of sight with evil, good and bad? Maybe not as yet. Now take the arms down by the sides of the body and let's look within and see what we don't like seeing. Go into the eyes. I don't like seeing this. I don't like seeing this. Example, I'm a vegetarian and I don't like going to that part of the market where dead flesh is displayed. I just don't like seeing that. I pass a place where people have just dumped their garbage. Gosh, I don't like that. It irritates me. Or my child walks into the house after a walk and maybe jumped into a puddle and leaves marks on the floor. I just don't like seeing that. Or a crack on my wall. Or that spilt tea on the counter in the kitchen. I just don't like. See what comes up for you. I go for a movie and I see violence. I don't like seeing violence. And then whatever comes up in the mind, quietly just say, all right, okay. Now my sense of sight has been riddled by the asuras, by the demon, just that, the sense of good and bad, simply put by the Upanishad. So whenever there's a thought of I don't like seeing, let me quietly say, oh, okay, riddled by the demon, and smile and see what happens. One more breath. And then bring the namaskara to the heart. And we'll be doing 2 softened Surya Namaskaras, looking at now prana, the pranic currents in the body and at the breath. So the Upanishad says just stay there looking at the breath and the movements of prana. And when you start feeling the touch of prana in your body as you breathe in, the body currents as you breathe out, then begin your softened namaskara. But in every pause, feel, and then move. That's good. The Upanishad says when the Devas worship the high chant, the Udgita, the Om, as just this breath, this prana, and the demons ran in and hurled themselves at it, the demons were smashed. They could not enter. Such a fun way to look at thoughts that I feel are not good, not good. That is why when we feel the pranic currents in the body, as we are doing now, watching breath, there's no good or bad. We don't say this breath is good, this breath is bad. Feel the belly, feel the back, feel the chest. Watch the touch of prana. Take another breath if you like and wait. Down in the arms, in the soles of the feet, in the ears. Wait, feel, take another breath, and then move. Prana. I'm worshipping or venerating prana as the Udgita, the Om. And the demons have no chance to enter. Tingling here, warmth here, all prana. Cool here, a beautiful touch here. Begin the second one like that. Take an extra breath. There is no compulsion to move with every breath. Just go and hug prana, hug the breath, become the breath. Disappear in the light of the Atman, the one that is Amritam, Abhayam. This prana has been born from the Atman. Wait and feel, and then move. The demons can't enter now. Remember, they were smashed to bits like a clod of earth hurled against a target that is a rock. That is what the Upanishad says. And if anyone contemplates evil against or hurts the person who knows this, who knows that prana is the one to be venerated, he will be smashed to bits. That person who hurls something at the one who knows this, that prana is the one worth worshipping. So that demon comes, he'll be smashed to bits like a clod hurled against a target that is a rock. Why? Because one never recognizes with this breath either good or bad. For it is free from evil. Free from evil. Watch in your belly. Wait for another breath. Watch in the thighs. If you finished, you can still watch. If you haven't, carry on watching. As I inhale, as I exhale, see when I'm with the movements of body currents, my mind doesn't dwell on what the eyes like or don't like. So that means the demons can't enter here. Here there's no good and bad, no duality, no mrityu, no I like, I don't like. If you finish, just drop your arms by the sides of your body and we'll wait for the others to finish. Now, if I think of the packets of non-veg in the supermarket and the roses in the florist shop, both I realize are manifestations of that one, that who is Amritam Abhayam. And the mind remains vast and unchanged. It's almost like sitting in a train. You know how we sit in a train and we look out? That's exactly what my body is. It's like a train. And inside the train is the passenger sitting, watching the changing terrain. When we look out of the window, we see the terrain changing. Sometimes it's a forest, sometimes it's barren land, sometimes there's a desert, or there are rice fields. So I am the passenger in the train. I am the passenger, the Amrita, the undying one in the train, which is the body. The body is like a train. And my life is passing by like the view from the window. I can see the view changing. But the passenger doesn't change. Quietly sit, those of us who finished. Watch the breath. And now watching the breath, see if you can revisit what the eyes had felt earlier. This is good, this is bad. And see, some of us may not want to. And some of us will feel, oh, what visit the eyes? I can feel so many parts of my body just now. In so many parts, my awareness is feeling those movements of prana. Then see if you can bring back an image of a sight that you felt you didn't like. But this time, keep watching the breath and feeling the movements of energy within. Keep watching the breath. Does it make a difference to me? Now, as I watch prana, breath, nothing shrinks me. Being with prana, I cannot be permeated by good and bad. I realize I am the unchanging one when I watch the breath. Slowly lie down on your back for the second Tibetan rite. Don't begin as yet. Take your awareness to your sense of hearing, to the ears, enter the ears, and see what are the sounds I like hearing. What are the sounds I like hearing? Example, I love hearing this bhajan or these mantras or this particular song in this movie. It has such a melodious tune. And I love people talking to me in a kind voice. See how you'll find several that I liked. Don't begin the rites at second rite as yet. And then bring the mind on what I don't like hearing. I don't like hearing. I don't like hearing this person speak so rudely. I don't like those bad words, huh? How can anyone say them? And if a person says them, he's also bad. So like and don't like. See what comes up for you. And after this, we'll begin our second rite. Now the second rite, obviously we'll all inhale unless we feel that my pressure is high or I have a pain in my back, then I'll exhale and bring the legs up and head up. Otherwise, inhale, legs up, head up. And we automatically attach ourselves to the breath. So when you're ready, begin. The second rite, but the second rite we're doing only 9 times. The first rite we did 11 times. This one 9 times. If you have very long breaths, do 2 or 3 in one breath, whatever you can. Even if I don't want to be with the breath and I want to think of something, because my body is moving with the breath, there is no thought of good or bad. Just notice that where sound is concerned. Now, in fact, I may want to hear the sound of my breath. See that, especially those of us who've been practicing Ujjayi breath, the sound of the ocean in the breath. When the 9th repetition is over, just be watching the breath. Just watch the breath. Relax your feet. Relax your arms. 9 times, not 11. And then once again, think of the sounds that you like hearing. And keep watching the breath. Does it make any difference now? I like this. I don't like that. I'm watching the breath. Nothing is changing inside me. The sounds I don't like hearing. This rudeness, this bad language. And I'm watching the breath. It makes no difference. No difference. Someone says, "You're such a sweetheart," or the other person says, "You're so silly." Makes no difference. It doesn't change the changeless one. Prana is moving so freely in the body. A cloud of mud has been hurled at a target that's a rock. The mud can't change it, falls off. So beautiful that is. My ears are not riddled by evil, but my mind says, good, bad, I don't like this. How dare a person speak to me like this? Then the demons have jumped into my sense of hearing. One more breath. Then roll to the right and slowly stand, making a namaskar at the heart. Feet together. We'll be doing 2 traditional Surya Namaskaras. So drop the head, watch the breath. And begin. Bring back what the mind labels as good, likable, sound. See how many appear, don't appear. I'd gone for a satsang, a bhajan, and this one person sang so out of tune, I didn't like it. Riddled by evil. That person has got nothing to do with it. My hearing is riddled by judgments. So I go back to my breath. See, wait, feel the touch of prana. Only then move. Don't be in a hurry to go to the next pose. Feel in your toes that when you're inhaling, going up the toes into the fingers. Exhaling, going down the spine. Go slow, take an extra breath. Nobody's saying move fast. Feel the energy, feel prana, the light of the one inside. Then move to the next. Don't move. Wait and feel. Whether you're in the dog pose or you're in Vanarasana, let me look and feel. Or in Sarpasana, going into the back leg, going into the front leg. Feel. Amrita, never changing, undying, eternal. I am that, the passenger in the train, watching the scenery called life, untouched by it. Then move. The outside scenery will change. The passenger in the train is not touched by it. That's the beauty. The passenger is the same. From this destination to the other, the passenger hasn't changed. From Uttanasana to Ardha Chandrasana. The clothes may get soiled. Wait and feel, but inside. When you reach Namaskar Asana, wait a bit. Feel. Don't be in a hurry to go into the second. Unchanged am I. I am that one traveling through life. Life will change. I don't change. The train will become old. The train may require servicing. The train may stop. The passenger will step out of this body, this train, and step into another looking train. Have another view. Scenery is different. Another life. Another path. And then begin. The traveler is one. The traveler is one. Feel the flow, then go into the next. Feel the flow and then go into the next. Feeling the breath and moving. Ah, the train is moving. I am with the one within. I can see everything. It's not that I don't see, I hear everything, but there's no dialogue inside. I love the sound of the breath, and then I can hear everything, but nothing changes within. There is no more a one that likes and a one that doesn't like. There's no one who's saying, oh, she's talking so much. Or I can hear the whistle of that pressure cooker. I'm getting riddled by the demons, by thoughts of judgment, good and bad. And then, because I have, thanks to the Upanishad, now I know all I have to do is what the gods did, worship prana as the Udgita. Feel prana, say the Om if you like, be with it. The talking goes on. It's not changing me. Those of us who finished, those of us who haven't carry on, those of us who finished, feel free to sit in any comfortable posture. And see if you can go into your nostrils. Going into the nostrils. Exploring the sense of smell. No hurry. No hurry, those who are doing and just coming to Namaskarasana. Feeling. See how calm the mind becomes. And then when I do sit, immediately I may not get anything that comes up as a fragrance I like. I have to literally disconnect from the breath and then say, okay, what do I like smelling? I love the fragrance of basmati rice being cooked with pure ghee. Just examples so that your mind can pick up what you like. I love the sweet fragrance of a rose or a jasmine, mogra, a newborn baby. See what comes up for you. And then I don't like this smell of. See what comes up. I don't like this smell, this sweat, body odor. Oof, can't stand it. Feel like holding my breath or walking away or going to the bathroom and quickly washing my underarms. Or the smell of fish from my neighbor's garbage. I just don't like it. Every time there is that feeling of, I don't like, just smile, just smile. Riddled by the demons, riddled by the demons. And such a simple recipe, such a simple solution. What should I do? Watch the breath. Feel prana. So simple, so simple. I don't have to go anywhere. Feel the body currents. And it may happen that I actually ring my neighbor's bell and say, thank you for cooking that fish or dumping the leftovers in your garbage. Because of you, I saw the demons. And because of you, I went to prana, to my breath. So grateful to you. The scenery is passing, that smell is going, another one is coming. This is life. I'm the passenger. I'm not getting affected by the scenery of smells. Then, whenever you're ready, slowly kneel. But keep watching as you kneel. For the third rite, palms on the back of the thighs, head dropped. If the mind leaves the breath, again there'll be good and bad. Again I'll be back on the seesaw. And then begin the third rite 7 times. First one was 11, second one 9, and this one 7. Open up the heart, take the elbows back, firm up the buttocks. See how breath is moving the body. The number of times an experience comes to me becomes less and less. So this rite 7 times. As I get less and less attached to the two opposites, like, don't like, good, bad, more and more I stay unaffected by the scenery, by my outer world, the one that changes. And more I stay with the passenger who doesn't change, unaffected by the scenery. The train will change. Life's happenings, the scenery will change. The passenger remains the same. Those with long breaths, feel free to do several movements in one breath. The passenger boards the appropriate train, travels through one lifetime, gets off the train, crosses over to some other platform and gets onto another train. Looks different, just different. Different scenery. Same passenger, same one. Whenever you finish the 7th time, no hurry at all, feeling the movements of breath. This instruction is for those who finished. Slowly stand. Feet apart, Namaskar Asana. Head dropped. Now we'll be doing 2 softened Surya Namaskaras, but they'll be done in 3 breaths. So let's do one together. Watching the breath, exhale in Namaskar Asana. When you inhale, let the arms go up. And then one exhalation, go into the softened Uttanasana, softened Vanarasana, carry on. And straight back cat. Keep exhaling. And inhale, look up in the upward cat. Upward cat, inhale. Now exhale, downward cat, upward cat, downward cat, Vanarasana, right leg forward. Inhale in Vanarasana. Third inhalation. Exhale, Uttanasana, Urdhva Hastasana, softened Namaskar Asana. That's one softened Namaskar over in 3 breaths. Second softened Namaskara in 3 breaths. Carry on if you remember. Otherwise, I'll just be saying it. Inhale with the arms up and then exhale, move till you come to the first upward looking cat. Keep moving. And inhale, look up. Once again, exhale, move till you come into Vanarasana. Inhale in Vanarasana. And exhale till you come to Namaskar Asana. When you come to Namaskar Asana, drop the arms. Now I'm watching the breath. See if you can think of something I like smelling or the things I don't like smelling. Keep watching the breath. See no change, no change. The train just passed by, a fishy smell because of low tide, but nothing happened. I didn't screw up my nose or take a handkerchief and quickly block my nostrils. And then the train went through a garden of flowers. I remain the same, unchanged. The scenery changes. One more breath. And then let's lie down in Dharalingana Asana with the right cheek on the floor. And let's go into the tongue, the sense of taste. Visit the tongue. I love the taste of, see what comes into the mind. I love the taste of, sometimes nothing comes, then I need a bit of prodding. Maybe a juicy peach or nectarine or some lychees. So delicious. So the taste is so perfect. I like it just like this. And then the next batch of lychees, oh, so sour. I don't like this batch. Riddled by the demons, good and bad. This dish has been cooked so well today. Perfect blend of spices. I love it. I'm going to ask her to make it again, or him, or myself. Oh, it's not the same. It's okay. I don't like it so much. Riddled by good and bad. Go to the breath, change cheeks. Go to the breath. You mustn't eat non-veg. How can you like the taste? Riddled by the demons. Nothing to do with what someone eats or doesn't eat. Watch the breath. Again, that person is eating what they're eating so that I may see that my mind is riddled by the demons. So grateful I am to everyone. I can see that earlier what I didn't like the taste of or didn't like someone else liking the taste of, now when I'm with the breath, it makes no difference. One more breath. And then slowly sit up. Peel the body off from the floor and sit up with the legs out for the fourth rite, the tabletop. Hands by the sides of the body, head dropped. We'll be doing it just 5 times. So when you're ready, inhale, come up. And exhale, come down. Not riddled by the demons now. As I'm with the breath, those experiences of good and bad become less and less. Has something changed outside? No. I've now twinned with the emanation of the Atman, prana. the unchanging one, flowing with the breath. Feeling the touch inside. When the fifth time is completed, slowly stand, feet together. Namaste at the heart. Those with long breaths, keep adjusting so that I can feel, and yet I am carrying on with what is happening. Keeping the Namaste at the heart, two traditional Surya Namaskaras, just like what we did in the softened, in 3 breaths, we will finish our 1 Namaskara. Exhale with the head dropped. Inhale. Remember, when the arms go up in Ardha Chandrasana, you inhale and carry on exhaling. Uttanasana, Vanarasana, Phalakasana. Inhale and Ashtang Namaskara. Exhale in Ashtang Namaskara, Sarpasana, Adho-Mukha Svanasana. Coming to Vanarasana, inhale the third inhalation. And exhale, Uttanasana, Ardha Chandrasana, Namaskarasana. Don't go by the speed that I'm speaking. You go by your breath and continue with your second, like that, in 3 breaths. Inhalation in Ardha Chandrasana, in Ashtang Namaskara, and the second Vanarasana. Feel the breath and the movements of prana, the body currents, even if the namaskar is being done in 3 breaths. And when you finish, then stand, arms dropped, feet apart. No hurry, no hurry. Those with long breaths can do the whole namaskara in 1 breath if they like. And then as you stand with the arms dropped, feet apart, let's test the rock, okay? Throw a clod of mud of I like, I don't like, and see, it will fall off. Watch. I like this taste. I don't like this taste. See, it's making no difference. Bring that taste. It may not want to come back in the frame of the mind. Think of the taste you didn't like earlier. And see, my belly doesn't contract. My breath doesn't get altered. I don't like garlic and I'm smelling garlic. Ha! There is no I like, I dislike. No change. My train is going through a platform that is selling some batata vada or some chai. Ah, I can stay with the breath, no change. And then sit. See if you can become aware of the sense of touch, feeling the skin. See what I'm feeling now. I love a gentle touch. I don't like anyone touching me roughly. Put one hand on the floor, feel the floor. And then put the other hand on your heel or your big toe and see if there's a roughness of skin. And the feeling is, I like this smoothness, I don't like this roughness. Or put one hand in your armpit and feel the sweat, and immediately the hand will come away. Ah, riddled by the demons, good and bad. Put it in the armpit. See, see how it comes off or stays. It's fine. Coming back to my breath. Come back to the breath. Feel the skin on your face or any part of the body, the skin where it's soft and smooth. And then feel any part that you feel is not so smooth, like maybe the nail or I have a corn on my foot. But I don't, at both the sensations that good and bad is now stopped chasing me. One or two breaths. The I don't like, I like. Gently vanishing, the more and more I stay with the breath. They are just two experiences. It makes no difference. Touch me gently or touch me in this way, different from gentle. I remain the same. And then get into the upward looking dog for the fifth rite. Just 3 times. As you look up, exhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Going into Adho Mukha Svanasana. See the touch below the hands, below the feet. And as you move in space, you can feel the touch of air. No good or bad. Soon as the third repetition is over, jump, stand, feet together, Namaskar Asana. Three times. And then jump, stand, Namaste at the heart. No chance for the mind to get riddled. Now we're going to be doing this Namaskara, taking many breaths to take the arms up. So as you're going to Ardha Chandrasana, take 1 breath, 2 breaths, inhale, exhale, and you reach Ardha Chandrasana. At least 2 breaths, slowly moving up. Those with long breaths can adjust to 1 breath or half a breath. And then from Ardha Chandrasana, slowly taking 2 breaths to go down into Uttanasana. Slowly. Move in slow motion. And then taking, you reach the pose and you start. The next breath, moving to Vanarasana. We're not staying in the pose. We're taking long to move. Just touching the pose, the next breath you're moving, but slowly moving into the next. I boarded a slow train. No feeling of I like, I don't like. Just touch and then move, touch and breath. Slowly. Sarpasana feels like such a small movement, but I'm taking, instead of half a breath, 2 breaths to come up. Feeling the strength of the arms. Long breaths to go into the dog pose. Slowly, no hurry to reach the end. That's my life, this journey. Every experience so beautiful as I stay one with the one within. Letting that leg float in the air as it comes in Vanarasana. No pose I'm staying in. I'm just moving, reaching, moving. Soon as I reach the pose, I start moving slowly to the next. But I take long to reach the pose. And there is no end in this first, when you come to Namaskar Asana, again you begin. Slowly move, slowly move. And now get into the habit that I move, I reach, I move. I don't stay. Soon as my Namaste touches my heart or my chest, I start inhaling, exhaling, and going up. So in movement, also I am one with breath and prana. And now whichever pose you're in your second namaskara. Now start moving a little faster. Doesn't make any difference. Take this leg back now. And then go into Phalakasana. And then go into Ashtang Namaskara. And then look up in Sarpasana. So now something in the tempo has changed. But no, there's no I like, I don't like. When I reach Ashtang Namaskara, I take very long to come up in Sarpasana again. Touch Sarpasana, I take very long, not fast now. And going into the dog pose. 2 breaths to go into the dog pose. And once I reach the dog pose, I touch the dog pose and then I take half a breath to come into Vanarasana. Inhale, Vanarasana. Exhale, now I'm moving with the breath. Uttanasana. Inhale, my arms come up. Exhale, Namaskarasana. Oh, but I like that. Ha, ha, ha. Riddle, riddle. Just smile, just smile. Legs apart, arms dropped. Good and bad vanished. Now I recognize. Minute it enters, I know that the mud has been hurled. There is no judgment. The demons of judgment have vanished. And if they come back, what do? I don't say, oh gosh, again, I've become like this. No, no, no. All I do is shift my awareness to the breath. And I'm free again. One more breath. And then slowly lie down on your back with your knees bent. Take the arms out, spread them for Pashva Pavan Muktasana. Take the feet off the floor. Exhale, take the knees to the right. Inhale, stay. Exhale, roll to the left. Inhale, stay. Just that one inhalation. Oh, but I like doing two now. It's so hot. I feel like just relaxing. Ah, ah, ah. Smile, smile. Just one and then come to the center. Feet on the floor. Palms on the belly. Shant Sarovar Asana. No good, no bad. So many ways. Someone likes fruits, the other one likes onion and garlic. This one doesn't like onion and garlic. This one likes non-veg. Mind keeps saying good, bad, yes, no. Let me step out of this dance and come to my original self, the one that loves everything, the one that loves everything. Feeling the breath with your palms and fingers. I can choose to listen to a bhajan or some soft music, but I don't judge the other as bad now. Then drop the right arm, drop the left leg, relax the left arm, right leg, Shavasana. Go into the eyes, go into the eyes. Yes, yes, my eyes are choosing to be with this form, but I don't judge the other as not good or inferior. Go into the tongue. My tongue chooses to eat this kind of food because of my past. But the undying one sitting in another looking trail, what that one chooses is not bad. Go into the nostrils, the sense of smell. Nothing is bad. It's just variety. One more manifestation, one more beautiful, glorious manifestation of that passenger. That passenger wants to take a train in which there is going to be some garlic. And after completing his journey or her journey, the same passenger takes a train that is born in a house which is vegetarian or non vegetarian. The passenger is the same. That one can get off the train anytime and take the next train, say to Russia or to Iran or to India. It's just the scenery that is changing. There's only one that boards the plane or the train. And I've taken many trains. One life I was a Christian, yet another I was Jewish. Maybe in another I was born in a Parsi household, then maybe Islam, and now Hindu. I am one. I love experiencing and experimenting. I love it. Last three breaths, feeling the pranic currents in the body. Whenever the third breath is over, roll to the right and stay. Garbha Triptasana. Now, whenever my mind says bad for anything, I have this simple solution suggested by the Upanishad. Just realize that the demon has walked in and all I have to do is go back to my breath. One more breath and roll to the other side. If like and dislike or good and bad has appeared again, just smile and say, riddled by the demons. And quickly come back to the breath. Yeah, I got involved with the scenery outside when the good and bad appeared. I just jump in and I start watching the breath. One more breath. And then roll to the right, slowly sitting up. Watching the breath. Remembering that this prana is born from the Atman. Atmana esha prano jayate. Om. Atmana esha prano jayate. Om. Atmana esha prano jayate. Slowly make a namaskara, take it to your heart to sing the high chant, the Udgita, the Om. Let's breathe in. Om. 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 Gently bowing down to the one here and everywhere. And I'd like to bow down to Sir for bringing the Upanishads in our lives. When you feel like it, slowly sit up. Whenever you sit up and whenever the eyes open and you look around, if you're with the breath, everything will look beautiful. And the moment I see good and bad appearing, all I have to remember is, oh, it's riddled by the demons. Okay. I can always go back. When you feel like it, slowly move. Thank you so much. Namaste.